Fulanis has dished out Obi again, have dashed Obi, hoping to bring President Goodluck, President Jonathan. He knew they have deceived this time. They are saying they will support Atiku, they will support Obi, that they are drumming for Goodluck, Ebele, Jonathan to clean the ticket, saying all their support is it. What is this game and this tricks that the Fulanis are going to play this time?
I know that's the confusion they come with, in an atmosphere of reality. That's exactly what we saw in 2023 when it was the turn of the Easterners. But unfortunately, the secret keep on exposing. LFI came out and made it very public, that these people always meet in the night and beg them not to allow an Igbo man become president. And the fear is that they do not want a competitive South. That's one reason. A competitive South. These are the people who are not have never been in a position of authority. Have never go. I mean, you are still talking about competition. So there's a level of plan and agenda at every phase, at every era. They would have calculated, this is the best bet, this is the best way to do. Why factoring Jonathan into an 2027 election, very fully well that it was this same Jonathan you people began dumb with propaganda and removed. And suddenly Jonathan had just become a saint. That's the kind of thing that tells you that the leadership of Nigeria, the governance of Nigeria, the government of Nigeria is not about to govern Nigeria to transform Nigeria. It's about how to rein in Fulani agenda and declare Nigeria an Islamic state. The foundation is already there, and the blueprint is already there. They are using every other means, and you can see that at every time. Why is it that it is only the North that will say this is the person we want? Why is it that the South is saying why is it that we are not hearing from northern political heavyweights that we don't want Jonathan? Why must it come from the North? In 2023, all of us said an Igbo man cannot be president, and now they are scheming. They are scheming between Obi and Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Most people have said that the North has an evil agenda to still control Jonathan through the back door. That is why they are pushing for Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The same people supported Tinubu in 2023. Now that they can no longer control Tinubu, why would they want to dash over Tinubu? No, it's not as if they are not controlling Tinubu. Okay, they are controlling Tinubu. All the people, everybody today planted in Tinubu's government are a product of Fulani extension, from the ministers to the Senate president, from the Senate president to the last man there. They were all Fulani tenured. Everything about them is Fulani, from both judiciary and the INEC. But don't tell me they are not controlling Tinubu. What Tinubu actually did is to make sure that he put a lot of money on the hands of these Fulani planted impostors. Let me just use it that way. So that at the end of the day, they will use that money to fund communities that will succumb to the Fulani agenda. Don't tell me, this is how all these people are appointed minister, they say, okay, Tinubu has Yorubalized Asurong. Everywhere you see there, all the ministers, both those who are going out and who are coming, are being replaced by the Yorubas. And they think that the Northerners are politically complaining over issue on how to fix Nigeria. That is absolutely not correct. Every target of these two regions is to make sure that the Igbo man continue to be oppressed and suppressed. And that's what's going on. But so if you are seeing Jonathan, you are seeing Obi on one side. Obi is a product of national consciousness.
Is a product of national consciousness.
Yes. Because the civility is widening, orientation is widening, people are getting informed on daily basis, people are questioning some certain rationale, and the same party came in 2023 organically.
So I don't think the North are looking for who to support so that power can return back to them. Not feeling that if they become president, or even I will 8 years, and they are very being careful of not being falling into this trap anymore.
See, everything you are seeing happening in Nigeria are being documented. If for adventure, either by omission or commission, hook or crook, Obi finally find himself as the president of Nigeria and was able to set a legacy of leadership and integrity and capacity. Nigerians, the Awasas, the Fulani, the Middle Belters, the Yorubas, the youths of Yoruba, who are not Fulani, Arab Yorubas, so we have them. The entire eastern Nigeria, if you look at the number, it's over 130 million. There will be mass resistance over against 16 million Fulanis. Go and mark it. And of course, to an extent, Obi is seen as a detribalized Nigeria based on the popular demand. Not because he's an Igbo man. Based on the popular demand. Yes, not because of Obi is an Igbo man. Because Nigerians themselves are tired of hope. And the next uprising is going to be triggered against the Fulanis who are killing people politically and otherwise. I'm telling you.
But the Minister for States for National Defense, Ben Matawanda, said he knows to speak in one voice come 2027.
Yes,
and that Igbo says that the people of this is the face of the Igbo, and the Igbo says is still hunting in their own way.
Oh yes, because Igbo man has already moved on. Igbo is more Nigerian. Igbo is more than any other tribe. Igbo is everywhere. They try to add value wherever they find themselves. That is their nature. These are people who break, genes, and you can find them in deep forests, across the world. And they are not there to intimidate anybody. They are not there for any conquest. They are not there for anything. They are not there. They are just there because they are Igbo and are in line with their destiny, what God have already instructed them as the children of God. If you look at God in the Bible, God is an angel with sword, but do not provoke.
But sir, the APC chairman has said power cannot be given to people who don't believe in the unity and existence of one Nigeria.
Beautiful. Then nobody should start glamoring for Obi. The North should also hold their breath.
No.
Let me tell you. Jonathan has come out and taken a position. Just 2 weeks ago, Jonathan was appointed as the ambassador of international conflict resolution. They don't have their time. In 2023, we saw them trying to boost Jonathan up and down. Didn't you notice it? The same people. They even went to Bayelsa to visit Jonathan. But unfortunately for them, the man you are seeing there have taken note and have told you that Nigeria is not a country. It is just a mere geographical expression.
But sir, shouldn't you be worried that these people understand the game called politics?
No, they do not understand the game politics. After they moved the Yorubas from the Fulani agenda, you know that the Fulanis are nothing.
So what's that? Every individual candidate that wants to become president must always consult them.
That's what I'm telling you. Remove the Yoruba nation, the entire Yoruba politician, whether Arab Yorubas or Yoruba people or Yoruba indigenous or Amago people, whatever. Remove them. Distance themselves. What any Islamic tie? You don't want to see any caliphate influence in the southwest. Then let us know what will happen at the end of the day.
But sir, knowing fully well that Atiku will not, because of the noise coming from people that it is son of the south. That was why the Fulanis went to their drawing table to look at which option is better for them, and they've seen what is playing out in the country. Do you think Atiku would want to go?
No, you see, Atiku for a time, I think he has been asked to step down. Yes, Atiku has contributed his own quota as the vice president. He made one of the best decisions so far under President Obasanjo. Atiku also became a formidable force politically. We'll allow him to enjoy that legacy. But what we're saying is that in an atmosphere of fair play and natural justice, the people are seeking. Even some people are saying, Mr. Atiku Abubakar, our brother, whom you called Peter, is seeking for the position of the presidency. And let me tell you, Atiku might die minute collapse his structure, just like what we saw that happened in Pdp convention, where Tambuwa came out, and collapsed die minute, and surprisingly at the end of the day, there has been a romance, that's ongoing on, and the history, the storyline is still in the pipeline, that Atiku might be, at the end of the day, decide to allow the South and replace another Southerner.
But a permanent emir in Zamfara, has said, if Igbo man is on the ballot box, if the Fulani man is not on the ballot box, come 2027, he would not vote, cast his vote.
Okay, they can only cast the Fulani vote, but they cannot cast the Hausa man vote. They cannot cast the Pdp'S vote. They cannot cast the Yoruba vote. They cannot cast the Eastern region votes. So they should take note of that. And voting is a game of number. And for statistics we have, the Fulanis are less than 16 million in Nigeria. The Hausas are 65 million. So how are they going to justify that?
But the Hausas are silent.
The Hausas are not silent. They are breeding resistance. You don't know. The level of, that's what I'm telling you. The level of awareness now of an average Hausa man who has clearly understand that after all, Hausa language is being spoken around the world. It's being recognized by BBC. If you go to Nigeria, Hausa language. You go to other African countries, Hausa language. Who is speaking Fulani language? I think on that basis, if they initiate any form of uprising, the world will support them.
The world will support.
Yes, I can tell you, because most of these things you are seeing, it's not only in Nigeria they are complaining. In Europe, in Germany, in America, most of them are complaining. The extremist tendencies that is coming from Iran, between the Shiites and the Sunnis. It is not ordinary. What we are seeing is not ordinary. So that we can conquer and take the resources and match everybody. That I will tell you politically, that Obi is going to be the last bed of Fulani conquest in Nigeria.
Thank you so much for your time and everybody.
Political last best.
Thank you for your time and for always coming out to all of you.